Hello everyone, my name is Kora-lea Vidal and I am an addict. I'm also a humanitarian, the CEO of Live Lifted, an author, and a motivational speaker. Or should I say, Motivational Methhead. I started using meth 8 months ago, and it slowly but surely became a problem for me. When I used for the first time, I naively thought it would be my last time. But unfortunately, about a week later, I lost my best friend to an overdose. And you'd think that her dying from a drug would have motivated me to not touch the drugs, but it was like the opposite effect, and I started using more and more and more and more. And it got to a point where I would use just before going in to speak in schools about mental health and drug addiction. And I honestly felt like such a hypocrite. And I started hating myself. It was hard to really look at myself in the mirror, and I just felt like I was in such a dark place. I was depressed. I would get high just to almost feel normal, but it wasn't normal. It was like the life was being sucked out of me when I was using. But I just couldn't stop. It was senseless, and my life became more unmanageable, and I couldn't even admit that I was an addict. It took me getting this app called I Am Sober and relapsing 13 times in 8 months to finally come to grip with the fact that I'm an addict and I need help. And that's what brought me to NA meetings. And when I showed up at the NA meeting, I was still using at the time, so once again I felt like a hypocrite. But from that meeting on, I just made this firm decision in my mind that I was going to make a change, that I needed to make a change. And so 10 days ago I decided to come clean and admit that I was an addict, not just to myself, but to the world. I posted publicly, and I knew that there would be a bit of a backlash, and I knew that my image would probably suffer a bit from doing so. But my intent was to help other people struggling in silence. And I guess with all of this that's happened to me, I've learned a lot. I've learned how to live life the wrong way. And so now I'm about how to live my life the right way, and that's to live lifted. And I think there are 3 main keys to living lifted. And the first thing is you have to come clean. You have to admit to yourself and to another person and to the world the exact nature of your wrongs. And it doesn't have to be an addiction, it can be something else, right? Another thing is you want to center your life around making an impact rather than concerning yourself with your image. A lot of people want to keep up with the Joneses and have this exterior and make themselves look like a certain way and only reveal certain parts of themselves to the world, and they hide behind this fakeness, right? And that's not me, and I encourage you to just be real and raw and honest and open, because that's how we can truly relate and connect to each other as human beings. The last key thing that I think is really important is to just get high on life. You don't need drugs to get high. I've done almost every drug under the sun, and I know that it's not what you're looking for. The highs you get from drugs it's not the same as the highs you can get from having a good conversation with someone, reaching out and helping someone, connecting with someone, and just doing good things. That's where you're going to experience the best high you can possibly get, is when you connect with others and you give back. That's what honestly helps me more than anything feel alive is when I'm able to give back. One of my biggest dreams, which I've now taken off the shelf, is to end world hunger. And I know I can't do it alone, and I know I can't do it as a drug addict, so that's why I'm on this path now. And this path, I know it's going to lead me exactly where I need to be. And if I continue to live lifted, my dream of ending world hunger will come true. And yours can come true too. Thank you. So if you like what you've just seen, please like, subscribe, and share. And remember, stay lifted. Banana, yummy.